Moments away from getting you guys started here. Half a minute, T-minus 30. We are getting it started shortly. 24. Sorry. Exact number. 27 racers out here between the two different categories. ACC Junior Race here on day 2 of the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. And we are underway. Again, this is the junior category race, 15 and 16 and 17 and 18. And it is an American Criterium Cup race, an ACC race. Opening lap just getting underway. Tough start there for one of our juniors. Having a chase on. Opening lap, looking to have to go chase. It's a little mechanical there, getting started, coming out of the gates here on the opening lap. So, this junior race, 15 to 16, 17 to 18, it will be a 30-minute race. And again, we have the two different age groups. And it's part of the American Criterium Cup Series, first of 6 races here this summer in the 2025 ACC Series. We will be doing our podiums from our junior race that just finished up, coming up. Got to check. I think we're doing junior boys and then junior girls. So I think I'll look for Scott. Are we going to have 2 podiums, the junior boys and the junior girls? Perfect. So just, you guys let me know when you have everybody. I do have a copy as well. So we'll look for the thumbs up from Scott and Amy. So Scott and Amy all weekend long, they get to play the game of chasing podium finishers, getting them ready, getting them over here, making sure they stay close. So again, if you are on the podium, you think you're on the podium, you may be on the podium. Somebody told you were on the podium. Come to the start-finish line all weekend long. Make sure you stay close because we like to recognize and honor our podium finishers early on in the following race after the race you just completed. So again, we want to recognize all those juniors. Coming up in a little bit, it'll be the junior boys, 9 to 14, and the junior girls, 9 to 14 podiums coming up. So a reminder, this is the junior race. We're about to have lap 1 done and dusted. And I tell you what, this is ACC, and it is Speed DE. It is under 2-minute laps, 1:52. This is probably the fastest lap of the day so far here on day number 2, faster than all the earlier categories. So those juniors, I mean, these are juniors that are moving their way up through the categories. Again, they are 3, 4s, and 5s, but these are racers that are going to be 1s and 2s really soon as they continue to get their upgrade points. So a reminder, so we're talking about the junior race. The distinction, the next is kids race. So the kids race is 9 and under. If you are here for the kids race 9 and under, make sure you sign a waiver. I don't think we've done that in the past. Just making sure. So if you are here for the kids race, got to go sign a waiver. Head over to the registration tent. If you're like, where's the registration tent? The registration tent right here at the start-finish line. You hear my voice. I'm just flapping these gums. It's right across the street from us here at the start-finish line. There is, that's where the waiver will be. So if you have 9 and under, your kids that are 9 and under, if they're going to do the kids race that starts after our juniors, you must sign a waiver. Head on over here, sign that waiver, and again, we'll be staging that the next race. It'll be down the street at Main Street and Reconciliation Way. Hey, Scott, do we want to do the boys right now while we wait on the girls? All righty. So, while our juniors, 15 to 16, 17 to 18, are out on the course here on lap number 2, about to finish up lap number 2, I should say. Again, a blazing pace. They were under 2 minutes on the opening lap, and here they are again as they come hurtling down through here. 9:85. That's Connor Prestonbach out of Louisiana, leading this group of only, let's say it's about 8 or 9 there. Again, we'll try to keep it spread out and figured out, right? Because there's 2 different junior groups now racing. The 15 to 16, which are all bib numbers 700 and 900 series, and then the 17 to 18, which are series 300 and 800. All right, did you take notes? There's going to be a quiz at the end, figure out which one's which. All right, so without further ado, we're going to recognize our junior podium in the boys 9 to 14. Racing with Team Crispy Print, making his way to the 3rd step, it's Chase Meringue. Racing out of Texas with United Cycling, your second place finisher, it's William Hughes. And learning how to sprint better than his dad, racing with the OK Flyers, it's William Croft. 1, 2, and 3, your junior boys, Croft, Hughes, and Meringue, your podium in the 9 to 14 junior category here on day number 2, the 2025 edition of the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. And again, top step, the winner gets some Kuro athletic sunglasses, courtesy of Kuro sunglasses. They're over there, engineered and designed, design engineering and manufactured in Japan. Kuro athletic sunglasses. Go check out the Kuro sunglass tent. It's the orange tent just to the left here of the podium at the start finish line. Also, all of the podium finishers will get an official Tulsa Tough pendant, courtesy of Diamond Sellers, the official jeweler of St. Francis Tulsa Tough. William Croft able to put on the leader's jersey, courtesy of Moo Moo Apparel, the official jersey sponsor of Tulsa Tough. All righty, another lap done and dusted. And again, it is going to be bib number 985. That is Connor Prestonbach from Louisiana. Like I said, putting the pressure at the front as he's opening up a little bit of a gap on the rest of the field there, as it is another lap done and dusted on this junior field. Prestonbach racing in that 15 to 16 category. Again, trying to keep it straight, but there will be multiple, or the two different age groups that have two different podiums. I'll have to check that out. Is it one podium? Yeah, we'll have to make sure we understand that one, to make sure is it one combined podium for the two age groups. So, again, another lap done, but we're going to recognize the juniors coming up. All right, waiting a little time here. We'll get our junior girls 9 to 14. So, again, checking out the Jumbotron if you're watching on the World Wide Web. Thank you to Quick Trip, More Than a Gas Station, our official sponsor of the live stream for the St. Francis Tulsa Tough. As, again, more and more Fondo finishers continue to roll on in. It was a 90-minute delay to the start for the Fondo, but we got the racing on time. The rain stayed away, so we got started at 9 o'clock. Trying to check. That could be one of the Team Crispy Print racers. Could be possibly that Sarah Doak 700. Actually, it's just going to be lapped up there. So we'll again be looking at Prestonbach, Connor Prestonbach leading that group up at the front. Also up there with them, 334. That is Miguel Davis out of Louisiana as well. Different age groups though. So Prestonbach racing the 15 to 16 group, and Davis racing in the 17 to 18. So again, I'm going to try to keep it straight. For those scoring at home and try to keep track of it, the 700 and 900 series, that's the 15 to 16. The 300 and 800 series, that is the 17 to 18. So. So we'll be doing our junior women podium coming up in just a second. Looking for the final thumbs up from Amy and Scott as they get it rounded up here. But coming up next will be the junior 9 to 14 podium. So 11 laps to go. So we've started the clock up. Now we're starting to count the laps down. 11 to go here. It is a 30-minute race. ACC Series 15, 16, and 17, 18. Again, this is race number one of 6. So we just get it started here in the ACC Series. Still at the front, the two gentlemen from Louisiana, Prestonbach 985 and Miguel Davis 335. But racing the two different age groups and all together there as we split this group Also up there, another one over 15 to 16. That'll be 983, Aditya Yoshi out of Texas, bib number 983, setting third wheel. Davis up out of the saddle, pressing through turn number 1, heading into turn number 2. So, again, we'll watch them navigate the turn. So, these juniors, 15 to 16 and 17 to 18, they are category 3, 4, and 5. So, categories 3, 4, and 5 here on the road. All righty, now we'll recognize our junior girls podium, the 9 to 14 podium. Racing with Team Crispy Print in third place, it's Rachel Doak. Her teammate with Crispy Print making her way to the second step, that's Maddie Baker. And making her way to the top step, racing with the Oklahoma Flyers, it's Chandler Beeson. Beeson, Baker, and Doak, Flyer, Crispy Print, Oklahoma junior racers representing our girls podium here in the junior 9 to 14. And again, every first place finisher at Tulsa Tough this weekend gets a pair of Kuro athletic sunglasses, engineered and manufactured in Japan. Go check out the Kuro tent. It's the orange tent over here just to the left of the podium and just to the left, just before our finish line here. Also, all the podium finishers are able to get some free gifts. Everyone gets, the top 3, they get an official Tulsa Tough pendant courtesy of Diamond Sellers, the official jewelry sponsor of Tulsa Tough. And a reminder, the race leaders, at that time around, it was Miss Beeson that put it on. It's courtesy of Moo Moo Apparel. Moo Moo Apparel, the official jersey sponsor of both Tulsa Tough and the American Criterium Cup, the ACC Series, and Tulsa Tough jersey sponsor, Moo Moo Apparel. So, down to 9 laps to go. So that lead group of juniors from both the different age groups, again, will be two different podiums, 2 different series standings. That's starting here on day number 1 of the race, or day number 2 of Tulsa Tough, but race number 1 of the ACC Series. So, Connor Prestenbach, he was up towards the front, bib number 985 in the 15-16, or leading the 15-16. Miguel Davis, 334, leading the 17 to 18. But again, it's very fluid movement there. Let's say it's, that group is, I don't know, 9 or so. Actually, maybe a second peloton that we see heading up the hill towards Sound Pony. So, under 9 to go. We should see 8 to go, though, for the race leaders. We'll do the telescopic photo lens. It'll zoom up the hill from the Tulsa Theater up towards the northwest corner of the race course, where you'll see the FC Tulsa banners flapping in the wind. FC Tulsa, the official sponsor here of day number 2, the FC Tulsa Arts District Criterium. So, a little bit of a move, though, on the downhills. It will be Miguel Davis, bib number 334, as he'll move to the front. Prestenbach looking like he's moved his way back to the back. As now we will watch those juniors making their way onto Reconciliation Way. So as we get later on, you try to figure out distances. It's like 1.4 kilometers. That's what 1 lap is, so just under a mile. Also, you're trying to figure out the distance for the sprint, as Davis now folds back about mid-peloton now, Miguel Davis. But if you try to figure out the sprints, if you turn that left-hand turn as you hit the downhill coming off the Tulsa Theater, it is 220 meters. So, again, when do you do the sprint? I mean, 220. Are you a short sprinter? Are you a long sprinter? When do you want to make the attack? Do you want to try to make the attack on the downhill to distance yourself because you know you're going to go long? Or are you someone that's going to wait to the final 100, 125 meters to the end? So again, it's kind of giving you some distances, letting you know lay of the land, a little geography lesson when it comes to this L-shaped race course that is the FC Tulsa Arts District Criterium. Again, that left-hand turn, it's 220 meters from the turn at the Tulsa Theater to our start-finish truss here, the FC Tulsa Finish Line Truss. So, 8 laps to go for the race leaders, 8 to go. As we see them on the backside, they're about not quite the backside. It's called the mid portion of the course. They're making their way up the hill. They're heading towards Sound Pony Hill. They're heading towards the iconic Canes Ballroom. the crowds will start to gather up there at that location. The shadow of 244 when you make that left-hand turn. Right across the street from the Canes Ballroom. But again, a very, it's only like 27 racers between the two different groups. If you get later in the day, that's a good spot to watch because usually you don't talk about guttering somebody in a crit race. That's usually something you see maybe in a spring classic with some echelons and crosswinds over in Belgium. But there's a chance, again, the momentum of the fields and the larger fields. When you make that left-hand turn off of Main and what I call shadow 244, momentum goes to the right, you can get guttered. And they put barriers up there right across from the Canes Ballroom, but they used to only have hay bales. And you would watch year after year racers just, it's so innocuous. You just look, it's probably only 2 or 3 inches tall. That's why I call it kind of the shadow of 244. You're not paying attention. Next thing you know, you push to the right, you're into the barriers, into the hay bales. So again, in the larger fields, that will come into play, especially as that is the one climb, right? That's the one uphill on this race course when you head up towards Sound Pony and Canes Ballroom. And again, you start breathing through your eyes. You're getting a little disoriented. You just may watch your momentum carry you to the right. So we'll keep an eye on that all the rest of this race day. Nobody's gone into it so far here, but again, you got to always keep your eyes on it as we have a lot of racing ahead of us as we take it into the 8 o'clock hour. The women's P1-2 race at 5:55 and then the men's P1 race at 7 o'clock. But ahead of that, got plenty of other racing. Got the kids race, a reminder, it's 9 and under. If you are having a 9 and under do the kids race, you have to sign a waiver. Parents, please come over to the registration tent. If you have someone doing the 9 and under kids race, please sign a waiver. And those waivers are available down here at the registration tent across the street from us here at the finish line stage. And then also staging for the kids race 9 and under. It'll be down at Main Street. So if you head off to the west from the finish line again, down at Main Street, that's where the staging will be for our 9 and under kids race. And again, it's the first time we've done it, so I'm saying it over and over and over. Make sure you sign a waiver. First year we're having the waiver, so make sure you sign that waiver for the kids 9 and under kids race. All right, so waiting for the race leaders to roll on up here as it's going to be, should be 6 to go when those race leaders will roll. So, moving to the front, I believe that should be, yes, it's Miguel Davis, 334. So the two names that have been super active, they're in the two different junior groups. It's 334 Miguel Davis and 985 Connor Prestonbach. That's who we've called early and often. Prestonbach has moved back into the field, and now it is 983, which was Yoshi, who we called a couple laps ago. So again, maybe if you're Prestonbach, you're kind of folding back in, kind of going back. It's not a big group. Let's say about 9 racers or so. You fold back in, kind of stay out of the wind a little bit as you get down towards the business end as we are under 6 to go, under 6 to go. So again, they are battling it out for these ACC points. There'll be 2 different series, the 15 to 16 and the 17 to 18. And again, if you have a chance, go to the TulsaTough.com website. Go find the technical guide. Plenty of information for all the activities all weekend long. But I'll give you a little synopsis. Also, go to AmericanCritCup.com. American, C-R-I-T-C-U-P. AmericanCritCup.com. As this is race number 1 of the ACC schedule for 2025. Getting it underway. Less team tactics here, but in the pro races and the other ACC races, you're limited to 6 riders. So it's the P1-2, women's and men's, and then the juniors here. But again, it's a big deal. It's a national series. 6 stops. The prize list has $500,000, and a series person with $100,000 is awarded equally between the genders. So again, great little thing to talk about, and it's just getting underway here in Tulsa Tough as weekend number 1 of the ACC series. So we're down to 6 to go. It'll be 5 to go. Beautiful day. The rain stayed away. Weather, it's not 100 degrees. Last year it was 98 on Saturday. Heat index well over 100. So we're at 6 to go. So free laps are done. So if there's a crash or a mechanical, you just got to chase. No more free laps to get feathered back in to the race. with under 6 to go. And with 5 to go, now Preston Bach back at the front, looking to push the attack. So he'd been very active early on, Preston Bach, racing in the 15 to 16 category. Last 5 or 6 laps or so, he kind of feathered himself back into this reduced group of 9. Again, we're trying to keep track of everything. There's 27 racers between the 15 to 16 and the 17 to 18 category. But that being said, they're pretty close as far as some of the skill level of those guys, and not that far apart as age. A lot different than the 10 to 14. 10 to 14, still a wide variety at skill level. Here, the 15, 16, 17, 18, they're staying together here, this main group of 9 contenders up at the front out of the original start list of 27. So they are under 5 to go. We will be rolling them up Sound Pony Hill. Again, it's a junior race, revelers. There'll be more and more crowd forming up at Sound Pony. No hand-ups. It's illegal, especially in the junior race. But we want you to cheer on the racers. I know we'll have the crude truck. They'll be up there. Tulsa Hash House Harriers will have their cheering section on as well. Friends, family, trainers, everybody will have you set up to cheer on these racers and these juniors so we get down to the final couple laps here. When they come rolling through again, it'll be 4 to go. Alrighty, under 5 to go. It will be 4 to go. Again, 4 to go for those race leaders. Again, if you're in the kids race, this is a junior 15 to 16, junior 17, 18. If you have kids that are 9 and under, make sure you have to sign a waiver. We need a waiver, and it's at the registration tent. So if you have kids doing the kids race, we do need you to sign a waiver. Parents, guardians, grandparents, best friends, everyone. If you have a 9-year-old and under racing in the kids race coming up next after the juniors finish, we do need you to go sign waivers over at the registration tent right across the way here from the finish line. So under 4 to go. Miguel Davis back to the front. Trying to see maybe 326. So one of our 17 to 18. Yeah, that's Jackson Clary, Cleveland Cycling Academy out of Indiana. He is sitting there, pit number 326. Again, you kind of got to mixing and matching the 15 to 16 and 17 to 18. We try to keep it straight. We'll have those 2 different separate podiums. But right now they're getting on the horse. They're coming to make the chase as Miguel Davis starting to put some more action into that downhill attack. So when they come through, it's going to be 3 to go. So there was a little injection of pace there by Miguel Davis, but now he's rolled back in about mid-pack or so. But you will see Jackson Clary in the 17 to 18 category. Also, you're going to see Aditya Joshi at the front. First time we're going to call Tozer Jones, Tozer, out of Wisconsin, racing with Stoic. Tozer Jones up towards the front. He's in the 15 to 16 category. So they're coming through. 3 to go, 3 to go, 3 to go. 3 laps to go here in our junior race. It's the first junior race of the ACC series. We'll have 6 races starting in Tulsa, finishing in St. Louis at the Gateway Cup August 31st. But right now we're down to the final 3 laps. So, again, we've called pretty much the same 4 names or so of that group of 9. You know, we haven't said Bo Williams. He's up in that group. When will he poke his nose out? I said Jackson Clary, he'd been quiet early on, but he's been very active at the front the last couple of laps. We will keep an eye on that. Again, if you have the 9 and under, the kids race, if you have kids here, make sure you go sign a waiver. The waiver needs to be signed over here at the registration tent. If you have a 9 and under, if you have someone doing the kids race, somebody doing the kids race coming up, the kids, parents, we need you to sign the waiver. Waivers are signed at the registration tent right across the street from the finish line. Again, 9 and under kids race, we need a waiver. 9 and under kids race, we need a waiver. And that waiver can get signed right over here at the registration tent. So, next time the race leaders roll through, we will show them the penultimate lap. It'll be 2 to go. They are making their way down the hill. There's going to be a little mini group that's kind of about to be lapped. It's the backside of our junior category, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then the main group of 9, the contenders at the front, they're battling it out for those multiple podiums. So, they're going to make that left-hand turn. 220 meters is the distance. They're going to come down, and we will be showing, I believe, 2 to go when they roll through. 2 to go. The penultimate lap coming up. 2 to go, 2 to go, 2 to go. 2 final laps. 2 to go, 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 2 to go. Preston Bach driving it at the front. Jackson Clary sitting in second. Driving on that left side. So this is 2 to go, 2 to go, 2 to go. Penultimate lap, penultimate lap, penultimate lap. They'll hit turn number 1. So they've made the pass. They've done the lapping. So it was a little chaos there. There's 2 different groups coming together. Some of those lap riders trying to bridge on to get in the front of this group of 9. Again, the strongest racers at the front of this one. We've called the same names. Miguel Davis, Jackson Clary, Connor Prestonbach. As they're at the front here, as they're going to be rolling through, about to hit Main Street. When they finish this lap, we'll be ringing the bell, and it will be 1 to go, 1 to go, 1 to go. The final lap coming up, about 1.5 to go. 1.5 laps to go here in our junior race, the opening race of the ACC, American Criterium Cup. Again, a reminder, the kids race coming up next, 9 and under. You must sign a waiver. If you have a kid in the 9 and under kids race, make sure you sign a waiver across from the start-finish line at the registration tent. And we are staging all the way down at Main Street. Let's get all the way down. 1 block down to the west at Main Street. So sign a waiver, head on down to Main Street, as that's where the kids race will be staging, and that's where we'll have it. So we got the bell lap coming up. We'll be ringing the bell momentarily. Final lap here, our ACC Junior 15 to 16, 17, 18. We got the kids race coming on up. I got Project Dude Man himself, a Tulsa Tough legend, Mr. Brad Huff, joining me on the stage.
That's right. We're right here, Tulsa Tough, a.k.a. Tulsa Huff. Now that I have the microphone, we're coming into bell lap. This is when the action happens. This is when it heats up. This is what they've been waiting for. This is what makes the weekend. Bell lap.
1 to go, 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 1 to go. One final lap around the L-shaped drag race. That is the FC Tulsa Arts District Criterium.
1 to go, riders. 1 to go. 1 to go. 1 to go. Who's it going to be around that last corner? It's a no brakes corner and you win. If you brake, you lose. If you let it fly, you will not die, but make it to the line. This is the fastest night. This is the fastest race finish that we have at Tulsa Tough. Look for every race to get faster and faster.
So, Brad, that's exactly right. The opening lap here of the juniors, they were 1:45. They were 10 to 15 seconds faster than the men's 4, Masters B. That was early on. So, again, these 15, 16, 17, 18-year-olds definitely showing the pace and the future of American crit racing.
We've got an attack on the backside on Sound Pony Hill. Who is going to come out on top? Looks like they've tagged his wheel. He thinks he's stringing it out, but they're just actually eating him up right now. So this is where it happens, so look at him to lead it out. He might have a friend in the pack that he is a little bit quicker than him, so he might be leading him out.
So that's the aforementioned 333 Bo Williams. We hadn't called his name all race long. He's been sitting there, hiding out on the wheels. Bo knows, making the attack at the right time here on the final lap. They're doing the white knuckle descent. As you said, that final turn off the Tulsa Theater onto Reconciliation
Here we go.
Way.
Attack on the outside, going into the corner. He's going to swing into it with a lot more speed. Oh, he got a little scared. He didn't want to take it all the way. Here it comes.
It will be Jackson Clary that will be leading it out. 220 meters. The gallop to the line.
Oh, we're going to have some lap riders. This is going to be really tight.
As they are coming down to the final 50, like you said, lap riders will get out of the way and taking it. Will be Jackson Clary, Cleveland Cycling Academy. Again, he's in the 17 to 18 category. We'll have to figure out who won it from the 15 to 16 category in that sprint finish. As you know, the fastest turn in American crit racing, that final left-hand turn right in front of the Tulsa Theater.
That's the wild thing, is you could have one of the fastest 14, 15-year-olds in here, but that 17, 18-year-old's going to nip him at the line. We're going to have to go to the judges to see who has it.
So we'll have the quick trip, slow motions replay. And again, as you said, trying to come up that outside line was one of the racers from the back. That may have been Aditya Yoshi.
Which is a great position. He probably passed the whole rest of the pack. Got into fourth wheel at that corner. It looks like he followed the wheels pretty well. He might have made it all the way up to second or third because of that move on the outside. He knew how to risk it for the biscuit. Actually, he held on fourth.
So when we get all of the final results done, we are obviously recognizing the ACC series. So we're going to have 4 different podiums. It's going to be 15 to 16, 17 to 18. Girls and boys for each of them. We'll be recognizing them. They'll be having the Tulsa Tough Leaders jersey. They also have a chance to put on the American Criterium Cup Moo Moo apparel.